Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I will be your breaker today. I will be, What's in the Box Wednesdaying today. Sorry, I got a little confused there. Let's not do this. Let's start over. Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominance, and it is Wednesday. So we're here for another edition. I believe this is the 65th edition episode of What's in the Box Wednesday. We are doing something very cheap, not quick, but I'm not sure there's much consequence to me opening this except for me filling up my PC. We have a box of Leaf Baseball Series 1. I've gone through it. Half of the stars are in Series 1, half the stars are in Series 2. But my top 4 or 5 stars, there are 3 or 4 of them in this, so I think I hit the right one. I think the one that, because it has Don Mattingly, Nolan Ryan, Tony Gwynn. It just doesn't have Ken Griffey Jr. That's in Series 2, so almost hit it. But anyway, a lot of them in this one and a lot of them in the other one. Frank Thomas is in Series 2, but I believe George Brett's in this one, so it's going to go back and forth. I think we have Henderson and Dave Winfield in this one, but not Mike Schmidt. So anyway, this one has been in my collection for all of the years since '92, I think. It has a $16.99 price tag. I lie. It has not been in my collection since '92. I was not able to buy this whole box for $17 back then. It was bought years later, or found in where I bought a lot off of someone. I bought a box of a lot of cards, and he had it in there. He probably had it. It says compared to $49.99. It was originally a $50 box. They downed it to $17 because there's nothing in it. So the only rookie I could find in it with any note was Juan Guzman. That's not a big rookie, but it is one that I will stick into my notable rookies section if we pull one. There are a lot of rookies that were rookies in '91, which means that back in these days, way back when, in the time of yore, you used to, when their rookie year was 91, you'd get their rookie card in 92. But this is about the time, 92, right around here. It's about the time you started to see the cards before they played, before they were officially rookies. And that became problematic because all of these cards should be rookies, and instead they have rookie cards in 91. People like Jeff Bagwell, Ivan Rodriguez, Mike Mussina would have loved to get their rookie cards in this, but it's not. These are, I guess, second-year cards, you would say. But part of me, when I pull them, I will probably pull one of each of those, just for the sake of it, even though they're not officially rookies. I will pull more than one. I'll pull one for my collections as well, but I'll pull one of the better looking ones to potentially get graded. So I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm not gonna cut every one before like I usually do, just because there are 36 packs. So, and honestly, as I used to do, I'm gonna take a couple of these packs out and put them to the side so we can open them on a social media when we get back to doing that. But let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna go with it, see what we get. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn the light on. Didn't turn the other light on. We had a lot of problem last couple of videos where I tried to film 2 or 3 videos yesterday, and we had internet issues freezing up the camera on previous videos that are already loaded. You probably have seen those, maybe not. I hope we don't have those today. This is kind of a test thing where it's like, if this goes to hell, we really didn't miss anything. So there we go. Oh, so these Leaf cards have the gold. These Leaf packs apparently have the gold cards in them. The black gold Leaf. This is John Habayayan, which is a nobody, but because it's the black gold, we're going to stick it in a sleeve. I hope this means there's like one per pack and not there's one per box. And that was the one. But we'll stick that in the dollar bin. Greg Caderet, Jeff Reardon, Greg Gagne. We'll send that one to Shane, Steve Olin, Jeff Montgomery, John Orlerud, Steve Finley. There is a checklist. Don Mattingly, Daryl Strawberry. See some of the names on there. Barry Larkin, Mark Davis, Greg Hibbard, Jose Lean, and Joel Skinner. All right, so to start, we got one card for the dollar bin, one card for Shane. Nothing for me yet, but that's okay. We've got time. And a bunch of packs. Oh, yep, the second card every time is going to be the gold card. So we will take this, move it to the bottom, and we'll say Roger McDowell, Bob Mylikey, Russ Swan, Al Osuna, Greg Jeffries, Kevin Gross, Charlie Huff, Luis Polonia, Doug Dasencizos, Milt Thompson, Roberto Kelly, Sean Bosky, Alvin Davis, Terry Pendleton, and Jeff Blauser. Jeff Blauser, black gold for the Braves. We will stick that in the dollar bin unless Sugar White sees it and says, hey, that's a Brave. I want that card. If he does, it's his. All he's got to do is let me know. He can comment in below or hit me up in Discord and say, yeah, sure, I want that card. Go Braves. All right, one of my guys are on the back. One of my guys are on the front. Here we go. Well, kind of one of my guys. Not one of the guys I collect, though. Tom Brown, Cal Ripken. There's one. So there are 36 packs, although I don't have all 36 here. There are 36 packs with, I'm going to guess, 12 cards in each pack. I didn't really look on the box. I should have. Look for randomly packed gold leaf rookies. Oh, man, if some of the gold leaf rookies in here, that'd be nice. I totally forgot about those gold leaf rookies. Doesn't say on the pack. We'll count when I'm done. Browning. Robin Yount. That's another one of my guys. It's a good pack, guys. Good pack. Because I already know there's another one getting sleeved too on the back. Kevin Reimer, Paul O'Neill, Ron Karkovice, Jimmy Key, Rob Thompson, Charlie Hayes, Greg Olson, Dave Henderson, Paul Molitor, that's the other one that's getting sleeved. David Cohn is another one of my guys, but one of the guys I don't collect. I need to put a couple of lists together of things like David Cohn. That it's like, let's go buy his stuff. Let me get every one of his rookies, and then I'll be done with it. You know, that's where I think I need to stick my focus. But for now, let's see what we got here. Dave Vale, black gold, as they called it, for the Milwaukee Brewers, I believe. Seattle Mariners. Who was one of the two? All right, but still, we got three cards that go into my collection. Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, my two and probably only ever Brewers. The only other Brewer I can even think of that I would stick in that list for me is Willie Adames, and that's because he's a Ray, not because he's a Brewer. All right, there's David Cohn again. No, Kirby Puckett. Let's pull two of these. One for me, one for Shane. First one goes into mine. Second one goes into mine if it's better condition. But these cards actually are in pretty good condition. I'm liking the condition of these. So the cuts and all I bet I could get a couple 10s if there was anything worth grading. Marvin Freeman. Tom Brown. I just put it up as if that was centered, dummy. There's another Cal Ripken. Roger McDowell. Another Robin Yount. There's a Juan Guzman rookie. You're going to sleeve that and top load it and put it into my collection of rookies worth noting. He was a pretty big deal at the time. His cards were pretty valuable. I mean, as valuable as cards got back in 1992. But Doug Jones, Mark Carrion, Brett May, B.J. Surhoff, Tom Gordon, and Tony Gwynn. That's what I thought I saw. I thought I saw it while I was transitioning that it was a Tony Gwynn black gold. So this Tony Gwynn black gold, that corner is a little off. But I think I'm going to consider PSAing that. I suspect because of the corner, it'll get a 9 at best. We'll find out, because that's pretty cool. Tony Gwynn black gold. And I think I was considering not even opening these. I looked at the list a while back. I talked about doing these, and then I looked at the list, and I was like, this list is weak. There's no rookies. There's no reason to do it. Screw it. I'm not doing it. I'm done. This is a big one. Biggie, guys. We got Paul Molitor, Roberto Alomar, Mike Lavardi, Jeff Reardon, Kurt Stillwell, Jeff Blauser, Scott Sanderson, Brian Smith, Mike Greenwell, Bob Tewksbury, Dwayne Ward, Gary Gaetti as an Angel, Scott Erickson, Pete Shurik, and Todd Hundley. Pete Shurik is the black gold, and Todd Hundley is the rookie. Leaf rookie. What do they call it? Look for Leaf Gold rookies. Now, I do wish Todd Hundley was worth a little more. We're going to stick him in the dollar bin. He's not. I'm sure that's nothing. They are harder to find. I don't think we're going to find anyone. I guess I could have looked up that list, but I didn't realize before we started that that was a thing. So we got one Leaf Gold rookie already. That's kind of cool. Hopefully there's multiple in the box. I suspect there's probably, I'm going to say 4, although with us taking some packs away, maybe there's one over there. But all right, Phil Plantier, I remember chasing his rookie. Jeff Brantley, Juan Gonzalez, Bud Black, Carney Lansford, Cecil Fielder, Chuck McElroy, Mark Davis, Rob Dibble, Greg Brinley, Gary Scott, Darryl Hamilton, Pedro Guerrero, Reggie Jefferson, and Lenny Harris. Black gold. Starting off with a Roger McDowell, Brian Smith, Scott Sanderson, Jeff Blauser. A lot of dupes already. Kurt Stillwell, Pedro Munoz, Steve Avery. He's one that when I reevaluate, I probably would be like, why didn't I keep all his cards? He's like Will Clark. He fell off. Barry Larkin. They're ones that are above mid-carders to me, but I decided to keep my numbers down, and I got rid of them, collecting them. Gary Carter. And I'll end up switching back when I find out I have more room. Mike Lavarde, Scott Fletcher, Willie Randolph, Randy Reddy, Alan Trammell as another one that I might consider collecting at some point. Ooh, and the Hawk, Andre Dawson. That's another one of my guys. I think I will send that. Now, here's the thing about these black gold cards. These are terrible. Because they're black bordered cards, they're going to be terrible to try to get a grade on those. I don't think you're going to ever get a 10. I suspect if I look, first of all, they have a low pop count, because why would anyone send them? But second, if any are, I really need to look into how to look into that. But if any are graded, they probably very few 10s. Pedro Guerrero, Dante Bichette, Ray Langford, Denny Martinez, Kevin Mitchell, Ray Langford, in the same pack. Ken Caminiti, Ben McDonald, Jose Guzman, Zane Smith, Matt Noakes, Mackie Sasser, Devon White, Kenny Rogers, and Scott Cooper. Scott Cooper, third baseman for the Red Sox. I only know that because I read the card. Alright, well that's weird. This black gold is already on the bottom. We got Thomas Howard, Jeff Russell, Zane Smith, Matt Noakes, Mackie Sasser, Devin White, Norm Charlton, Harold Baines, Hojo, Jim Abbott. That's another one that I'd like to get. I wish I collected all of them. Joe Oliver, Mike Mussina. So that's one of the ones that theoretically that should be a rookie. He doesn't have a Leaf card in 91, but every other one of his rookies are in 91 or 91 trade. There's no 91 tops, but there's a 91 tops traded. That one is rookie-ish. We would have considered it a rookie back in the day. Roger Clemens, we're going to slide that one into my PC. And then this gold card is Lee Smith. That corner there is torn to hell. We're not even going to stick it in the dollar bin. We'll just let that one go where it goes. That's a bad corner. All right. What we got here? We got Gary Scott, Darrell Hamilton, Pedro Guerrero, Greg Ketterat, Mark McGuire. Now, I think I may get that McGuire graded just because it's McGuire, and that's what I do. But that'll be very low down the list. If I pull another one, it'll go into my PC. Jeff Bagwell, that is one that theoretically, back in the day, we would have considered a rookie. So this will be like the Mussina, where it's like, yeah, maybe I'll send it eventually. But to be honest with you, as much as I open cards, I'm never going to get to it. But at some point I'm going to hit the lottery and I'm going to send them all. It's all going to go. Everything in that list. Rick Aguilera, we're going to send that one to Shane. Glenn Allen Hill. Scott Erickson. Alan Trammell. Chris Hammond. Billy Ripken. Joe Oliver. And Greg Olson. All right, that's one stack down, guys. We got 3 stacks left. Another David Cone on the bottom. Another rookie. All right, we got Paul Molitor, Bill Pacoda, Bobby Rose, Randy Tomlin, Darren Fletcher, Todd Benzinger, Bobby Rose in the same pack, Derek Bell, Andy Benez, Doug Henry, Reggie Jefferson, David Cone, Kevin Mitchell. Then we have Bill Wegman and Eddie Tabazensi. His Let's see. Yeah. I believe the first guy we got was a Houston Astro. Apparently the Houston Astros... No, he was a Met. Never mind. Todd Hundley. The thing is, I know Todd Hundley. I know of Todd Hundley. We chased Todd Hundley. He did not produce. But all right. It's okay. I don't even, like I said, I don't even know if there are any rookies in that rookie gold that would be worth noting. All right, we got Brian Harper, Joe Girardi. When is Girardi's rookie? I need to look into that. About 1990, somewhere in 89, 90 area. I got to get me a Joe Girardi rookie. Wilson Alvarez, Thomas Howard, Kenny Rogers, Scott Erickson, Tom Henke, Scott Sanderson, Kevin Bass, Kelly Groover, Kevin Gross, Charlie Ho, Luis Pilonia, and Greg Harris. And then we got a Roberto Alomar. I don't know what to do with that. I think that that might be good enough to get graded. It'll be lower. It'll be just like the black gold that we did with the Topps Black Gold. Some of them, Topps Black Gold, we are good enough to be up there now, for example. In fact, one is already gone, and then we got Barry Bonds right there. The Ken Griffey Jr. is already gone, and the Barry Bonds is right there. And then we have ones that are way down the list in the Reggie Lewis or whatever. But they're all PSA worthy in my opinion. This is like, he's a star, and that's the black gold, so we will still grade it, but it will fall down there with those. So it'll never see the light of day. Dave Smith, Sean Bosky, Alan Davis, John Franco, Dickie Thon, Jay Buhner, Rob Dibble, Milt Kyler, Earl Hershiser, Dave Otto, Dave Gallagher, Chuck Knobloch. It's a bad cut. If we find a better one, we will give him a better one. But for now, I'm going to stick Knobloch up here for Shane. And you know what? I never did. I was like, I'll do it later. And then there's one that didn't get sleeved because I said I'd do it later. And then I started sleeving them. So let's get the Gagne sleeved. So everything is sleeved. Mike Gallego, John Smoltz, and Joe Granny. John Smoltz, I believe, is another one. I think Tom Glavine is the only one I decided to keep. Well, Greg Maddux. But Smoltz and Avery, I feel like I should have kept their stuff too. Greatest pitching staff of all time, bar none. I don't care what they say about the Dodgers last year. Not as good as that foursome. Don Slott, Luis Mercedes, Calvin Jones, Pete Harnish, Darrell Hamilton, Pedro Guerrero, Greg Caderet, Dave Smith, Shane Mack, Carlos Baerga, Kurt Manwaring, Scott Leas, Charlie Hayes, Sandy Alomar Jr., and Willie Randolph. Now I never really looked at what his stats look like. I may be biased because he was our second baseman for, look at how, 1976 through 1988. He batted .277, 52 career home, never more than 7 home runs, 50, 60 RBIs. Yeah, he was really not that great. It's all right. If I get to the point where I have enough money to get all the way down to the Roberto Alomar, then getting a Willie graded isn't that big of a deal either. And I suspect what happens if I stick him in the dollar bin, which is where he would go, that I would change up I'll become rich, and I'll start collecting Willie because I'll have more room and money and time, and then I'll be mad that I lost that card because it's not as easy to come by as the regulars. Dickie Thon, Jorah Select, Tim Nearing, Chuck Knobloch. That is definitely centered better. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one here, take it out. That first one was centered terribly. That one's centered pretty good. We'll put that there. Dean Palmer, that's someone we used to chase. Chuck McElroy, Mark Davis, Willie Randolph, Terry Pendleton, Norm Charlton, Harold Baines, Howard Johnson, Jim Abbott, Edgar Martinez, and Jaime Navarro. So I am looking for one specific card at this point is what I'm looking for, and that's still I have not received my Don Mattingly. He is in the Series 1. We are almost at the halfway point. And, oh, you know what? Nolan Ryan I haven't gotten yet either. I don't remember if Tony Gwynn's in this. Oh, yeah, he's got to be in this one, right? I got the black gold, so. There's another McGuire, so we will sleeve that one and stick it in my PC. Joe Hesketh. Jeff Bagwell. Sleeve that one as well. Stick it in my PC, but yeah. Rick Aguilera, already gave him one of those. Not even sure he wants one of those, but Randy Reddy, Jeff Hudson, Randy Tomlin, Tim Tuffle, Mel Hall, Steve Buechele, Mark Eichhorn, Mo Vaughn. That's another one of these. He's not a rookie, but he's kind of a rookie. So we may grade him someday. Robbie Thompson, Leo Gomez, and Bruce Hurst. We are out of top load. I'm sorry. Top loaders over here. So I'm just going to sleeve now, and I'll top load off screen after. So I don't have to get up and go get them. Starting off with a Vince Coleman, Edgar Martinez, Greg Myers, Jack Armstrong, Sid Bream, Mike Devereaux, Alex Fernandez, Steve Buechele, Mark Eichhorn, Tony Fernandez, Rob Deere, Dante Bichette, Ken Caminiti, Delando DeShield, and Chris Hoyles. Chris Hoyles. All right. Starting off with Dennis Eckersley. I do believe I still collect Dennis Eckersley. If not, I need to get back to it. Bill Spires, Dwight Gooden. That's another one that'll come back. Junior Felix, Pedro Munoz, Steve Avery, Greg Brindley, Gary Scott, Brian McRae, Dean Palmer, Bill Duran, Lance Johnson, Derek Bell, Sandy Alomar Jr., and B.J. Surhoff. He was supposed to be the next big catcher. And then we had, well, maybe it's Matt Noakes. Maybe it's, Noakes might have been before him, so Tennell in. There was a lot of them that were supposed to be the guys, and it didn't pan out until Ivan Rodriguez and then Mike Piazza. Greg Brindley, Sam Horn, Scott Leas, Al Osuna, Mike Morgan, Luis Mercedes, Calvin Jones, Pete Harnish, Mike McFarland, Todd Stottlemyre, Kenny Rogers, John Burkett, Kevin Mitchell, Derek Bell, and Todd Benzinger. Todd, what'd you do with that mustache? Oh my gosh. We chased Benzinger. That was another one. Let's speed up a little. Same stuff coming. Oh, there he is. Donald Arthur Mattingly. That's my guy. And I remember this card. There it is. Starting to get nervous. All right. Felix Jose, Dave Howard, Greg Harris. Back-to-back cards. Not just same pack. Back-to-back cards. Tom Henke, Mike Moore, Greg Hibbard, Darren Jackson. Same checklist. Barry Larkin, Mike Devereaux, Alex Fernandez, Barry Larkin. Again. Sam Horn. All right. We got Mike Devereaux, Pete Shurik, Dave Winfield. Haven't gotten Dave yet. Haven't got Ricky yet. Haven't gotten Nolan Ryan yet. I'm not exactly sure who else is in this. Those are the ones that stick out in my head that I read beforehand. Scott Erickson, Steve Wilson, George Brett, Tom Henke, Mike Moore, Greg Hibbard, Randy Reddy, Roger McDowell, Kevin Bass, Shane Mack, Mel Hall, Tim Tuffle, and Ken Caminiti. Now, no, I'm not. I was going to say Ken Caminiti. I'm going to stick to Ken Caminiti over here with the Willie Randolph. He has, still has somewhat of, not somewhat, he still has a minor following, and having that graded and ready when I run across someone. David Cohn, there's a Kirby Puckett we can stick in the Shane spot. Now he gets a Kirby. Don Evershed, Jose Rijo, Bruce Hurst, Frank Viola, Steve Finley, Bob Tewksbury, Dwayne Ward, Gary Gaetti, Charlie Liebrandt, Rex Hudler, and another BJ Surhoff. Interesting. Now we're getting dupes of the black gold. Alex Fernandez, Rob Deere, Corey Snyder, Andre Dawson. I think only have the black gold of this one, so we'll add this one to my collection. Chris Hammond, Mike Greenwell, Bob Tewksbury, Dwayne Ward, Gary Gaetti, John Smoltz, Edgar Martinez, Delano DeShields, Jaime Navarro, Carlos Baerga, and Jeff Blauser again. So that's a dupe. And again, if Sugar White wants, if Stu wants that, it's his. If he wants the first one, it's his. Honestly, if he tells me he wants one, I'll just look at him and give him the best, whichever one's in best condition. Mel Hall, Mark Lemke, Dennis Eckersley, Bill Spires, Pat Kelly, Marvin Freeman, Ricky Henderson, there's one. Got Gerald Perry, same checklist, probably the only one that comes in this. Lee Smith, Pete O'Brien, that doesn't make sense. 250 on one checklist? I don't think so. Larry Walker as an Expo, that's got it. Oh, no, I guess not. Mark Leiter, Roger Clemens, I do believe I already got Clemens. Yep. And Sam Horn. That's our third double. Third dupe of the black gold. How about, instead of duping, why don't you give me one of my well, you give me Tony Gwynn. That's a big deal. Oh, I also don't have a Tony Gwynn base. That's another one. I didn't get a Tony Gwynn base yet. All right. Gary DiSarina, Kevin Mitchell, John Smoltz, Edgar Martinez, Delano DeShields, Kevin Gross, Charlie Huff, Luis Polonia, Doug DiSazenzo, Milt Thompson, Roberto Kelly, Sean Bosky, Alvin Davis, Mike Lavarde, and Kenny Rogers. Not a complete nobody, but don't think it's big enough for me to go through the trouble. All right. Only a few packs left. About 6, it looks like. This is 1 of 6. All right. Dave Smith, Joe Orslak, Vince Coleman, Gary DeSoriana, Kevin Gross. Oh, something really special in the middle there. Nice. Let's just do that. Derek Bell, Shawan Dunston, George Brett. There's the George Brett we hadn't gotten yet. This one's quite a bit off center. It would be nice to get another one, but if not, at least we got one. Tim Tuffle. There's another Don Mattingly. That one's off centered. Kevin Gross, Charlie Huff, Louis Polonia, Doug DiSarzenzo. I think we already saw that. Terry Pendleton. Again, if Sugar White wants that, he can have it. And Brent Gates. Okay, so it was just a same old rookie. It just wasn't in the same spot. Same old rookie. But it was Brent Gates of the Athletics. I was wondering what else there could be in here besides these rookie golds, and the answer is nothing. It was all turned backwards and in the middle of the pack, and I was like, uh-oh. So we got 3. I predicted 4. We have 5 packs left, and another 5 packs over there. So there might be a 4th one somewhere in those 10 packs. That makes about right sense. 4 was about right. Thomas Howard, Jeff Russell, Mike Devereaux, Alex Fernandez, Steve Buechele, Buck Eichhorn. There's another Jeff Bagwell. George Brett is cut worse than the other one. Tim Tuffle, Mike Gallego, Sid Bream, Milt Kyler, and Greg Jeffries. That's someone, I tell you, we chase this, we chase that. That's someone that's probably one of our biggest chases. Because we've talked about the 87 top set, and someone asked me, Sugar White asked me while I was streaming, I think we got another one. So 4 is right, and there might be a 5th. John Franco, Mark Langston, Dave Gallagher, Sam Horn, Mike Moore, Greg Hibbert, Randy Reddy, Jeff Hudson, Gerald Clark, Bill Gulkinson, Cal Eldred, Chris Gardner. There's that checklist. Solomon Torres and Milt Thompson. He asked me what was my biggest chase card, and the answer is Bo Jackson. The 87 Topps Bo Jackson. We talked about it. We talked about why. But a lot of it was because of that 87 set. Well, the Greg Jeffries was the same type of thing. But we saw him across multiple sets with special designation for rookie. So he was really high. We chased Greg Jeffries, not a specific card, but multiple Greg Jeffries. Bo Jackson 87 Topps is the most chased, is my first and most chased single card, but Greg Jeffries is probably my most chased player from back in the day. There's that Juan Guzman rookie again. We're going to still sleeve and top load it because this one actually is considered a rookie, and then one of those will go into my rookies and one will go to get graded probably, and maybe not. And there's the Nolan Ryan. Waited till the third to last pack, but at least we got him. Thank you, Nolan, for showing up. So at this point, Tony Gwynn is what we're really looking for. Dave Otto, Gary Reedus, Rick Aguilera, Kirby Puckett, Pat Kelly, Marvin Freeman, Ricky Henderson, Calvin Jones, and Jose Guzman. Too bad it's not the Juan Guzman. Would have been nicer if it was a Juan Guzman. You know what? Second to last pack. We're going to move it to the side. We'll do the last pack first. Just for feels. I feel it. That's why we're doing this one first. Okay. Steve Buechele, Mike Eichhorn, Mo Vaughn. We've already pulled one of his. Robbie Thompson, Willie McGee, Pedro Munoz, Steve Avery, Greg Brinley, Tony Phillips, Edgar Martinez, Delano DeShields, Jaime Navarro, Bill Thompson, Mike McFarlane, and Brian Smith. Now, I'm assuming every black gold I've seen has been one that I've seen the base card of. So I'm assuming they only do Series 1 black gold in Series 1. So that Tony Gwynn is a Series 1 card. It's not a case of I'm not going to get it because there's not a second. I mean, it's in Series 2. That's just my assumption based on what I've seen. But I guess it's possible. I'm not going to get that Tony Gwynn card. Junior Felix, John Smoltz, Brett Butler, Will Clark. Look at that. That's the first time we saw Will Clark. Mike Gallego, Reggie Jefferson, David Cohn, another Kirby Puckett, another Pat Kelly. Ooh, Pudge. Almost didn't get the Pudge. That one is not considered a rookie, but definitely a rookie based in the same way that Jeff Bagwell is a rookie. Dave Righetti, Steve Olin, Jeff Blauser, and Hal Morris, and then Steve Sachs, after leaving the Yankees, goes to the White Sox, and that's it. All right, guys, we have, like I said, we have, I don't know exactly, I just grabbed a handful, 5 or 6 packs left for social media and selling on Whatnot. Aside from that, this is the giveaway pile. It is rather large, but we did just open a whole box, so it's understandable that it's that large. We got a stack of 4 cards going to Shane. We got going to the dollar bin is all these black golds and rookie golds. To my PC, we have everyone but Tony Gwynn. So I did pretty good there. And then to who the hell knows? We got, McGuire, Vaughn, and Rodriguez are kind of rookies. We got 2 more kind of rookies in Mussina and Bagwell. So I'll probably send those or not. Probably not Mo Vaughn, but I'll make a decision about keeping the Vaughn and grading the other ones way down the line. The Guzman, the same thing. I'll probably stick one. I'll send one, and then I'll keep one in my worth keeping. I may be going overboard with this. I'm trying to get something out of it that doesn't exist. And when I sit down and think, you know what? When I sit down and think about it, that's not, yeah. I don't need 2 Guzmans. Stick one over here. And then each one of these are going to go into... I'm going to grade the Mussina, the Bagwell, and the Pudge. And the Mo Vaughn and the Juan Guzman are going to go into the rookies, notable rookies. So I'll just stick those into my personal. I'll also grade the McGuire. I'm not going to grade the Cameron Eddy or the Willie Randolph. Those will just go back into the dollar bin, even though I thought I was. And then these 3 I will get graded, but this one will be very far down. That one will be pretty high up, and that one will be in the middle. So, all right. So we ended up with, sometimes you got to talk it out after the fact. We ended up with 7 cards to send to PSA, which I got to be honest is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. When I looked at the list, I was like, there's nothing on this list. This is just going to be me collecting some things for my PC. And then it worked out that there's a little bit more to it than I thought and that I needed. So we're going to send these off to PSA right there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you being here. This is the only video I'm doing today. It's Wednesday, so I'm posting it today. And next time you see me, I will be doing... I suspect I'll be doing some sorting, card sorting. I'm not sure when that is. This weekend is fantasy football weekend, so I have a draft on Saturday, a draft on Sunday. I have keepers due on Sunday, So I got a lot going on. So I may or may not make some time this weekend. If not, I'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out.